Hi, it's Becky with Bee Mom. Today we are going to talk about snacking. And let's be honest, we all love to snack, especially if you're in the United States. You might have your meals, but sometimes we get hungry in between and we just want to have a snack. Well, I'm going to show you 3 categories of different foods that are really good for snacking. Some of them are so easy, you could pack them up in a Ziploc baggie and take them with you wherever you go. And then you know while you're munching during the day, you're putting good fuel into your body. So hopefully my kitty cat will not help us too much. But we are going to start with the category of healthy fats, because believe it or not, fats can be very healthy, and I'm going to show you just a few that are good for snacking. First ones is nuts. I have peanuts and cashews here, but this would go for pistachios, walnuts, pecans, almonds, whatever kind of nuts you like. And what you want to do, the trick is, you read the serving size. This says 1/4 cup, and I don't ever eat a whole 1/4 cup. So you get yourself like 1/8 cup or just a small handful. And then instead of like dropping them down in one big thing, you eat them one at a time. And because you're eating them slower, you'll fill up a little quicker. So that's the first thing. The next one is cheese. Now I just pulled out Colby Jack, but again, you could do cheddar, you could do, if you like some of the softer cheeses like Gouda or something like that, those are great snacks. And you just cut them up, get yourself a Ziploc baggie, cut them up into either small slices or small chunks. Again, you can pack them up in a Ziploc bag. Heck, you could put a few nuts and some cheese into a Ziploc bag with you. And then you're not spending all money on that P3 stuff that you can get from the grocery store, stuff like that. So there's that. The next one I want to show you is nut butters. Now, this is kind of a thing you'd have at home, and generally you'd have this with something else. One of the best things is celery. You can spread this or like some cream cheese on sticks of celery that you cut up. Don't slice them all the way down the middle. Just slice them across. Cut the top and the bottom off, and then you have your little boat, and you just spread a little bit of peanut butter in there. And then generally about 1 teaspoon of peanut butter can fill up a whole celery stick. So you can munch on the celery sticks. People like to dip carrots in them, so they make great snacks that way. But again, that would be something you'd have around the house unless you have like a small container with a lid that you could package to take with you, because that's an idea too. So that's some ideas for healthy fats. The next category we're going to go to is the opposite, healthy carbs. And these are things that you can eat. These don't have a whole lot of fat, but again, they're things, if you had a container from some of them, you could do that. So like tortilla chips, not Fritos are somewhat healthy, but regular tortilla chips are better, and you can get a container for some salsa if you like that, or some guacamole, or better yet, make your own. Cut yourself an avocado open and add a couple seasonings, garlic, chili powder, maybe even put some salsa in that and mix it up really well. If you're looking to try to take good care of yourself and choose a way to eat that's a little lower on the fat category, then non-fat yogurt is a great substitute for like sour cream. You could put a little sour cream with some ranch dressing and mix that up into a category. Another one that's good, this is one you could have at home or you could prepare it to take with you in a small container, is a little Greek yogurt, and then add some jelly or jam with it. And you just like for every 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt that you'd put in a teaspoon of jam. And so that makes it makes a side dish. Some countries, that's what they have for a side dish. So it makes a great side dish. It also makes a great snack. So we've had healthy fats, we've had healthy carbs. Now We also have things that are not really high in carbs, but also have a lot of protein, and you put them together. So here's what I'm talking about. You can buy deli meat like you'd make for a sandwich, except for putting it on a sandwich instead. Just wrap it up, put it in a Ziploc baggie and eat it. You're gonna wanna bring, of course, some napkins or something to eat it with, but you take some of these slices. Each slice is only about 30 calories, and they're very low fat. They'd go really well with either your fats or your carbs. Either these protein things really are good for that. One that you would not want to do, if you have vegetables, I just pulled out some tomatoes, but you could also get broccoli. You could get cauliflower. You want to prep it. You want to cut it up in pieces. You could get cucumber, things like that. Those go really well with either fats or carbs. Now, one of the ones that is delicious and makes a great snack, goes better with carbs, is fruit. And grapes are really easy on the go things. Some of your berries are easy on the go, and they can go with either fats or carbs. And you've got wonderful oranges. I love these little ones because they have very few seeds and you can peel them easily. And then there's just these little teeny bite-sized pieces. So these are good for that. Apple. Let me tell you a story about my dear grandpa. When I was a kid, I remember bringing him apples, and he could eat the whole thing in 5 minutes, and the only thing left was the stem. And that is my grandpa. He could do that. And then my dad likes to eat them like that too. I tried it a couple of times. I'm not kind of fond of eating the core. So I'll either cut my apple up and get rid of the core, put it out. Turns out some of this extra food stuff makes great feed for your birds and stuff. So you can put that out in the woods or something like that. So things like that, that is great. And these fruits, like I said, they go well on their own. They go really well with your carb things, or if you just want a snack that fills you up, have a piece of fruit and have a couple of slices of your meat, because that protein will fill you up and the carbs will give you energy right now. So those are just some ideas. And here's our categories again. We have our healthy fats. We have our healthy carbs. And we have our lower carbs and high proteins. And what I'll do is, in the description, I'll put these 3 categories down and list everything I can think of. And then if you comment, you can give me some ideas too. Because for instance, like hummus is really good, and that goes well with vegetables, or like chips or crackers, or healthy crackers with whole grain in them or something like that. But I don't know what category it would go in, so maybe you can leave a comment and let me know. If this has been helpful for you, we're going to do a lot more food things. We're going to learn about food and learn to cook with food and find ways to cook things that are maybe a little healthier and a good fuel for our body, to help our bodies work well and last longer. And it's really good. We're all learning about this. So in the future we can do that. So if you like this, go ahead, you subscribe. If this video has been helpful, please click that like button, because that is a big help to me. And I always enjoy sharing the things that I'm learning about, and I love learning from you as well.